Well, the honeymoon's over. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Damian Bunting. I want to welcome you to my white belt journey. Today, we're going to be talking about some very, very bad news. The honeymoon is officially over. I did exactly what everyone told me not to do, which was do not go full speed head first into this jiu-jitsu journey. Give yourself time, pace yourself. I've been doing 4 to 5 classes a week. I have been consuming as much content as I can, studying, putting in time, exercising, and coming out of my 6th week. Over the last 2 weeks, I have 2 pretty serious injuries. I have a sprained knee, and then on Thursday, I suffered a grade 1 separated shoulder. I'm hopeful that the shoulder will heal up and be somewhat in a better situation in the next couple of weeks. But this is a very stark reminder that I'm 46 years old and that I have to pace myself. So I'm in a bad situation right now. I'm hurting. I'm frustrated. It's put me in this position where I didn't want to be, but this is what everybody told me. A lot of the guys who were at the gym, a lot of the old timers, even a couple of the coaches, hey, you have to pace yourself. You're not used to training like this. You're not used to rolling with these younger guys. Don't come in with the ego, and you guys know how it is, right? So it is what it is. So, jiu-jitsu in itself is a sport of figuring out solutions. So I will say this, we had an in-house tournament today, and this is something that coming into the sport, I initially just wanted to lose weight, which, I've lost 20 pounds. I'm feeling really good about that. I've wanted to lose weight. I've wanted to get in shape. I've wanted to find a community and get some camaraderie, some brotherhood. All of that has happened over the past 6 weeks. But I was very adamant coming in that, I wasn't going to try and compete. And then, they say, hey, look, we have this in-house tournament, and everyone's excited about it. And everyone's asking, hey, are you going to do it? And then, Coach Matt's like, hey, I think you should do it. I want you to be there. And before you know it, you give into the peer pressure. But I really did want to participate in it. I wanted to be a part of it. I actually went today and I just sat for part of the seminar. Wasn't able to roll. But, jiu-jitsu is a sport of figuring out your problems and finding solutions to it. So what do we do from here? I could very easily sit here going into week 7 and say, hey, I'm at a crossroad and I don't want to, deal with this potential injury, this potential pain. I have to work. There's a lot of reasons for me to say, like, I don't need this shit. But I really do want to continue, and I really do want to, try and achieve my goal. I think that I just have to reset and give myself some boundaries. So here's what I'm going to do going forward for the foreseeable future, at least through the end of this year. I'm going to cut back to 3 workouts a week, 3 jiu-jitsu practices a week, as opposed to doing 5. I think that this will cut down on the rolling, cut down on the wear and tear, give me, a little bit more time to recuperate and recover. I think number 2 is to recommit myself to just embracing the journey. I mean, the reality is there's no way to speed this up. Most guys, if you're like me, and I'm pretty sure that we're all pretty much the same, when you get into this environment and you're around people that are more accomplished, people that are more successful, people that are further along on their journey, it's hard to not compare yourself. And the second that I start comparing myself to other people, I'm looking for ways to speed up the process. How can I learn more? How can I, get myself in a better situation? Can I work out harder? Can I do more practices? Can I put more time on the mat? The reality is that you can do all of those things, but they come at a price. They come at a financial price, and they come at a price for your well-being and your body's ability to recover and recuperate. And being an older man, 46, approaching that big 50, the more that you bang your body up, the longer it's going to take for it to recover. So I've got to slow down. As much as I don't want to, I do want to achieve my goal of reaching that blue belt level. And it's only going to take time. I mean, there's no way around it. I can't speed it up. I can't get there any faster. I'm not going to be able to jump any hurdles or hoops. I'm going to just have to go through the process, and the amount of time that it's going to take. And if I break myself in the process, I'm never going to get there. So recommitting myself to just embracing the journey and allowing it to play out how it plays out. Along with embracing the journey is also to accept reality. I'm old, and I've spent a lot of time over the last couple of years allowing myself to get out of shape. So I'm going to put a little bit more emphasis on my fitness, maybe mobility. So working out, doing more mobility exercises, maybe picking up a day of yoga as opposed to jujitsu to kind of balance things out. Just recognizing the reality. I am where I am. I'm a beginner. I'm starting late in this game. I've got to get in better shape, and all of this is going to have to work together. There's going to be some give, some take, and also just some allowance for things to take the time that it's going to take. So accepting reality, probably one of the harder things I'm going to have to do, but definitely that needs to happen. I would say another thing is to simplify things. I'm really bad about consuming information. Anything that I get into, if I get into guns, if I get into, computers, technology, cameras, jujitsu, anything, I want to know as much about it as possible. I think that's a great attribute that I have, but at the same time, it can be to my detriment. I've probably consumed almost every podcast that's out there, message boards, just reading. I've purchased books, and I'm really diving deep into this. But at the same time, that kind of pushes me to do more than I'm able to at this point. I'm going to simplify things, simplify the amount of moves that I'm trying to learn, simplify the amount of progression that I'm trying to get, just really reduce everything down to 3, 4, 5 techniques, and just drill those 5 techniques over and over again. One takedown, one pass, one sweep, one submission from, side control, one submission from mount, one submission from guard. Just really simplify things. Focus on those, 4 to 6 things, and just push that through towards the end of the year, and stop trying to consume so much and trying to just jam my head full of information that I'm never going to retain and remember. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I was hoping to come on here today and share with you guys some footage from today's tournament, but the shoulder's out of place. The knee is in a brace. If you guys could see down here, I'm all braced up, and it's been very frustrating. It's a very frustrating end to week 6, and going into week 7, I'll be sitting on the sidelines for a couple of classes and just having to watch and take notes, and it's frustrating, but this is part of it. And I think this is the hard part, where people start to allow themselves to quit. And I don't want to quit. I don't. I think that more than anything, this entire experience of jiu-jitsu is more about a test of my will. It's something that I've always had a problem with. I've always given up. I found a reason to allow myself to just quit certain things. And it's really important to me that I see this through. I have a goal. I have a desire. I'm going to stick with it. And this is just, one of many hurdles and walls that I'm probably going to run into, on this journey. But I want to share with you guys everything. And this is a moment of realness. It's real, it's raw, it sucks. But it is what it is, right? So, all right, guys, let me know what you guys think. Have you ever experienced any setbacks in your jiu-jitsu journey? Have you fallen into a pothole, kind of like I am, with injuries? What did you do? How did you deal with it? And how do you keep pushing when things are just like not shiny and glittery and exciting anymore when you're in that grind? How did you guys keep pushing through? Share that with me and help lift me up. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. You take care. Be great.